Hello loyal subscribers, how you doing today? It's a wonderful day out. I wanted to make this video specifically for you and the adults watching in the room here, okay? My name is Denzel. If you're here for the first time, welcome. Consider subscribing if you find some really good value in what I'm teaching here. Okay, my mission is to help people understand their personal finances, to help them get out of debt, increase cash flow, lower expenses, and raise our credit score. Really the fundamentals, right? To create wealth and leave a legacy behind for our family. All right? That's in a nutshell. In this video, we're going to go over how to redirect money to increase our cash flow so that we can pay off debt at a rapid rate and just get us in a better financial position to make smart moves, smart investment moves, right? Smart wealth building legacy moves, okay? So I'm specifically talking to adults, okay? If you are, my age and up and you've got debt, okay? Your cash flow is low, right? Your credit score is not that great. It's just not where you would like it to be, right? Your expenses are high, okay? The basics, right? If you're really struggling or you're trying to find the best strategy for your finances, okay? Tune in, get in touch with me, and I want to help you, all right? So let's go right into it. How do I redirect my money? Okay, if I'm at a job, if I'm working, I'm in sales, I'm collecting a salary, an hourly, or maybe I run a business, whatever that may be, okay? I want you to unlearn and relearn what you think you know about money, right? Because if you've been working for 40 years now, for 30 years, for 25 years, and you feel like you're in the same position, I want you to consider the things that you've been doing may not be working effectively or as effective as you would want it to, okay? So look, on this side right here is some of the things that I'm going to need you to cut off, all right? And I'm not going to sugarcoat it, all right? So if you're at a job and you make salary, hourly, right, income, okay, I need you to fill out your W-4 properly, okay? I'll have a video on this, in the future. I'll have, information. You just get in touch with me and we can, talk for like 30 minutes and I can help you with that. It's not hard at all, right? It's actually quite simple, right? With the new updated one, the 2018 W4, it's actually a lot simpler, easier to read, easier to fill out, okay? That's step one right there. We got to fill that out because that can increase our cash flow depending on how much you make, anywhere from like 2 to as high as $800 a month, right? So if you're getting paid 4 times per month or every 2 weeks, okay, you add that up, we're looking at anywhere from $200 to $800. That's a lot. That's quite a bit. Okay, you times that by 12, that's definitely more than your refund. All right. So we want to fill that out. We want to get that right. I need you to stop saving. Okay. If you're saving your money in a money market account, right, in a CD, in a stock, a REIT, or whatever, if you're stuffing money away, not touching it, all right, I need you to stop that. Okay? If you have debt, like a lot, a mortgage, a car, student loans, right, credit cards, you're earning what? Less than 1% over here, maybe a money market savings account is giving you 2%, 1.8, right? No. You're paying 15, 20, 25% on debt over here. And you're trying to save money after tax dollars, right? To get one. So there's a big gap here. Okay? So I need you to cut that off. Alright, stop. Quit that. You're not gonna like this because it's gonna go against like every adult's strategy to save money, to invest it, and to spend it wisely, right? So look, I need you to stop investing, okay, in things that you don't know, right? If you're investing in an IRA, in a Roth, in a REIT, in a mutual fund, in a stock, okay? If you have your money on I should say maybe autopilot, right? Or you have someone else investing that money, I need you to understand the cost to do that, right? It costs so much money. You don't even realize there are fees, there are taxes, there are broker fees, management fees, yearly and annual fees on top of the money that you're trying to store away for wealth creation. I get it. That's what most people do to create wealth. Yet I look at mom and dad and I look at everyone else, mom and dad, and I don't see the wealth, right? So there must be something off here. Okay? So I need you to cut that off, all right? And I need you to stop spending. Okay? What I mean by that is wasting cash in your savings, in your investing, when you purchase luxury items, right? When you have expensive hobbies, okay? Your kids deserve better, right? The family deserves better. You deserve better, okay? Stop spoiling yourself for temporary pleasures is what I'm saying when it comes to spending. You want to go into conservation mode for a temporary period of time, not a long period of time, a temporary period of time. What I mean by that, conservation mode, simply means to redirect money back to you, right? This is how money works for most Americans. I did the math, right? 80% or more of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. Something is off here, right? All the videos that you're watching, all the financial advice that you're getting, all the TV, right? It all sounds like great stuff, right? All the big financial gurus and experts, right? Sounds really good. Yeah, save your money. Invest your money in an investment account, right? Where it's tax deferred or, tax free apparently, right? Or stop, or spend your money on these things to make you happy. No, right? So look, this is how most Americans are living, right? You get a paycheck, right? So that's the first line. Goes into the checking account, right? Which pays bills. And then there's money left over. Maybe, right? There's money left over that you're saving, right? You're putting it away, putting it under the bed, right? You're stuffing it. You're digging a hole and stuffing cash, for who knows, okay? You're investing with your broker that's apparently your friend, right? And then you're spending on expensive habits, hobbies, and luxury items that you're throwing on credit cards, man, and it just doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. All right? The information is backwards, okay? And you're paying a lot in taxes, and you don't even realize that. It's blows my mind, right? So look, here's how we're currently living, and here's how I want to live, right? Where I just change the arrows where the money never leaves me. How do I do that, right? I need you to start using the money. I don't want you to spend it. Don't want you to invest it. I don't want you to save it, right? And this is only for a temporary period of time. Listen closely, right? When we apply this method right here, and if you've been watching my videos, it's called velocity banking, right? This is for someone that has a lot of debt, cash flow is low, expenses are high, income's not where they want it to be. These are the type of people. If you're doing well financially, keep watching my stuff. Share this with your kids to watch. Maybe Maybe what you tell them doesn't, fly, right? They don't connect with you. Maybe they'll connect with a younger guy like myself, right? But for everyone else, for the 80% of people out there that are struggling financially, that don't understand their personal finances, here it is, right? I need you to get into this method of redirecting cash back to you so that we can velocitize rapid debt payoff, right? To increase more cash flow, lowers expenses, right? Because you're getting paid to pay debt, right? You got maybe 20%, 30% of your money goes straight towards paying off previous purchases, right? Then the other 30% goes towards tax, right? And living. And then you're left with about a third or even less to live on, right? Or to save, or to invest, or to spend, right? And that circle chart that everyone makes, the whole pie chart where they split your money into threes, right? A third, and a third, right? And how they tell you we wanna cut off the interest and fees, and we wanna cut the taxes. We wanna shrink that and higher our bottom line, right? Which is the cash flow. Okay. This is how you actually do it. Okay. Velocity banking, which simply means we make money, right, before we use our cash to spend, right, on something, or to pay our expenses, or pay bills, or pay debts. I want you to use the OPM method, right, other people's money, or credit, right, personal lines of credit. I have videos on that too as well. And use that to pay our expenses and acquire assets, pay off debt at a rapid rate, and use our cash, right, and income that was already there to pay the debt. You're going to pay you back, right? And in that process, we're saving on interest, we're saving time, we're expediting debt payoff, right? Which would also increase our cash flow. And when you cut off the savings, right? If you're saving $100 in this account, right? If you're putting, 50 towards the Roth, and you got 150 going towards the IRA every paycheck, so maybe it's $300 a month that goes towards the IRA, and 100 that goes towards the Roth. And maybe you have like $200 that you just blow every single month. It's just not accounted for, right? And you're spending it, or you're adding more debt onto you by purchasing a home, or buying another car, right? Or whatever other expenses that pop up, right? Then the W-4, right? You're paying so much in taxes. No one ever taught you about tax, so you think, yeah, I should pay the IRS, and I should pay the government. They fill our streets, and they pave our roads, and they give us government programs and things like that. That could be so far from the truth, right? And you can do your own research on it. I won't dive too much into it. I'll just say, according to the IRS themselves, over, I think, 70% of Americans overpaid on taxes, which is why you received a refund, right? When you got a refund, the IRS didn't hold your money, right? Where it earned interest, right? They held it, they earned interest, but they didn't pay you back any interest. They're actually, they give you a portion of the money that you overpaid. A portion. We don't want to do that, right? It's really simple. You want to not owe the IRS anything, and you want the IRS to not owe you anything, and go about your life, because that's the way it should be. You pay the proper amount of tax for the amount of money that you make. Really simple, right? So we want to redirect all that, back to us, which increases our monthly cash flow, right? Now, if you're thinking, oh, well, I have to save, I have to invest, right? Because, what happens if something goes down or something goes wrong, and if I don't have any savings, right? Understand that saving and the investing portion, right, of your money, when we apply this method, other people's money and credit, that becomes your savings. That becomes your investing. Because if I paid off a debt that I was getting charged 15, 20, 25% on, right, and I kill it, technically, didn't I make 20% on my money, or 15% on my money, or 10%? That's a good investment, right? And that's money today, not money tomorrow, right? Because your need for income today is way more important than your need for retirement later on, right? Because if you have no money today, what makes you think you're going to have all this wealth later on by investing little dollars? Why not redirect all the money back to you? You educate yourself on investments that you know, that you like, and that you trust, right? And you put your money in assets that produce income that you know, that you like, that you trust. And over time, you'll get out of this conservation mode, right? You won't need that because we've killed debt, right? Our cash flow went up, our credit score is going up, so now we have access to more capital, right? We're mastering just how the money really works and how it flows, right? Debt is no longer a bad thing to us. Debt is actually a good thing to actually make money on, right? And we leave our kids, our family, right, in a better position, right, in a better financial position, awareness, understanding than what you had, right? That's the whole point of mastering your personal finances, so that you can live the life that you want to live, and so that you can leave a life that is not only better than what you had, but it's secure, and it creates generational discipline in the household. Relationships get better, right? Because everything revolves around the money. Everything, right? So if we could just master that and get it under control, right? Wouldn't that put us in a better position? So that's why I want you to really just consider where your money goes, right? I want you to list out your income, your expenses, your debt, and your cash flow on a monthly basis. I want you to fill out the form below in the description, right? And let's work together. Let's get to work, man. 80% of Americans are not where they want to be financially, statistically, not where they want to be, right? So I am here to improve that number. I want to lower it, right? I want to have more people on the wealthy side, right? Because it's possible. It's really possible, right? You just have to unlearn and relearn, right? You have to get out of our own head of what we think we know about money, right? And just really consider where you're at, right? And where you want to be, okay? So I'm here for you, this channel. Every day I'm going to be dropping content, right, on personal finance, really just how to get that whole picture painted, like what is the right routes, right? And I will be really laying out all types of investments, just defining things. I won't be persuading you to go towards any particular thing. I'm just going to explain it for what it is and how it works, and that should help you make better informed decisions on your personal finance. All right. Hope you enjoyed this, and tune in for more content. My name is Denzel, consider subscribing. Have a good day. Thank you very much.